Welcome all astrology lovers. I am Chanda Sparkles, and this is Thursday night astrology and tarot live. We are live on TikTok, multiple places on Facebook, and on YouTube. Tonight, journey with us as we take a shift for the better. Yeah. Okay. Hi, everybody on TikTok. I see you there. I am an intuitive evolutionary astrologer, as well as a death doula minister, sound healing activator, light language activator, galactic emissary. Um, if you are on TikTok, I really would love it if you came over to the YouTube channel, Chanda Sparkles Astrology. The link is in my bio. You'll see everything on the screen. You'll see the cards, the tarot cards, the oracles, the runes. Everything that I'm annotating on the screen is over on the YouTube channel, also on the Facebook channel. If you're on Facebook, please pop over to the YouTube channel. And everyone, hello, everyone. I see the Sparkle Tribe in there. You guys, please go ahead and minimize me right now if you haven't yet, and hit that little like button, because it sure does help me with my algorithms. And we're always playing fair. We want to play fair with the algorithms. Yes, we do. We love YouTube. We love YouTube. All right, so as you can see here across the screen, you can win $111 gift certificate with the amazing Sandra Isis. She is an eclectic elemental psychic medium, holy fire, Karuna Reiki master, tarot reader, and a prophetic oracle. And she's a dear sister of mine that I love and adore dearly. That, along with, you might see here on the screen. Yeah, TikTok. If you were here on the screen, you'd be seeing all of this on the YouTube channel. Pop over. Anyway, I'll hold it up for you. This Sabbath almanac that I have purchased, brand new. And then we have an aragonite. So that is yours. And this is the last week for you guys to get registered to win. How do you get registered to win? You like, you subscribe, and you comment on the replay video, on any of the replay videos for Sagittarius season. We'll do the giveaway 1 week from today. So this is your last chances to get in. So make sure, if you are here, to pop on over to the YouTube channel after this broadcast is finished, and just leave a comment about what resonated with you and what we can do to assist you. I'm always also asking folks, what is it that you would like to hear? Is there something that you're curious about? And then I always go back and I read all the comments from all the platforms every single night. I do it every time. And if there's any questions, I jot them down in my notebook. Okay, so thank you to Sandra Isis, y'all. All of her links and everything, her link tree, everything is down below. Please go and check her out. All right. Very good. Thank you so much, Sandra Isis. We love you. Hi, everybody. How are you doing tonight? How's it going? Everybody's in the house. I do apologize. I was just a little bit late. I had a kitty yelling at me. I'm like, why do you wait until right before I'm about to go live? Of course, because he feels all the energy. I've had the sound bowls out. I've brought in the Koshi chimes tonight. I brought in some special, very special tools that we'll be using throughout the evening. And yeah, so I just took, I'll tell you exactly what I did. This is my Lemurian inner child healer. Okay, this is my Lemurian inner child. As you can see right in the center there's an inner child healer. And I just took it and I just started doing this to his head. And he calmed right down. And I said, I'm so sorry, but you're going to have to go and lay down with Landon. So Landon's babysitting. Anyway, thank you so much for your patience. I appreciate you being here. We're going to have a good time tonight. This is going to be a lovely session where you're going to learn a lot. I have been pretty lit all day. Channeling has just been flowing crazy through me, as we have Uranus at almost 29 degrees. It's at 28 degrees currently, and it's exactly opposite my sun sign. So that higher mind, that higher octave has been ignited in many of us. If you have any placements at those in degrees, including with Neptune being at 29 degrees stationed, and we're still feeling that right now. Wow. It's incredible. It's incredible. So this is Sagittarius season. This is the season of being jovial, optimistic. It's all about your truth, your beliefs, the natural laws of things, and it's really about nature. Getting out in adventurous nature and how the natural laws of the universe and the earth and the planets and stars and how everything naturally comes together. That's all Sagittarius energy. And it's also about your purpose. Like the Sagittarius has got a purpose. What is your purpose in life? It's about merging with the meaning and the purpose of your life. It's also about philosophy. Sagittarius doesn't play small. It is ruled by Jupiter, the big planet of gift giving, expansion, and magnification. So, where is Jupiter? Oh, Jupiter's over in Cancer. So, that may be magnifying a lot of things around home and property. You know, it may be something to do with your family, your structures, your heritage. Looking back, you may have had a lot of emotions with family members. You may have thought back to family members that have crossed and really felt that tenderness going on. And that's because we have, and it sounds like my Koshi chimes are over there ringing. And that is because we've had a lot of family members coming through us and to us that have already crossed. You know, you may have noticed signs and synchronicities lining up because your loved ones are speaking through you, as Jupiter is the leader of the pack, because that is the ruler of Sagittarius, where the sun is at. Currently today, we have got the moon in Virgo, but it's just about to pop on into Libra, I do believe, but we'll check that out in the chart here in just a minute. If you're just popping in on TikTok, please do me a favor and comment. Give me a double tap on that screen. I would love it if you just hang out with us. We're going to have a nice long visit here tonight. We've got cards that we'll be reading for the zodiac signs, as well as talking about all of the astrology. I'm going to show you the chart, everything. We got runes. It's beautiful sound healing. It's coming your way. So just hang out. It's going to be a lot of fun. Or come over to the YouTube if you want to see everything annotated. That link is in my bio. All right. So what has your philosophy been this week? Mine has been, I'll be honest with you, I've had a pretty darn good week. I've had a lot of really inventive ideas coming forward. I had some things that were like some aha moments. This Neptune station has really like been vibrating and trining, because it's directly trining my personal planet, planetary placement in Scorpio. So if you have anything in water, such as Scorpio, Cancer, or Pisces, you're really feeling that flow, those gifts, that jovial goodness is just coming straight in because it is Sagittarius season. Now, I do have something very important that I have to do before I go on any further. My bestie up in Canada, she is having her solar return tomorrow. So we're just hours away from the time that she graced this planet. So everybody, please do me a favor and say happy birthday to Tammy Lynn McGinnis, who is up in beautiful, like right there. She lives on the big Ontario, the Niagara Falls, on Niagara on the Lake. She's right up there in that beautiful area, and they have a lot of blanketed snow for her birthday. So yay, happy birthday. Let's give her a nice round of applause. And thank you so much. I love you. Thank you. I adore you so much. Thank you. Okay, awesome. Yeah, there she is right there. Hi, Tammy Lynn. Everybody say happy birthday to Tammy Lynn. Okay, very cool. All right, looks like everything is, yeah. There you go. I love you too. My long distance bestie. I love you. Okay, I want to give some love to the moderators. I thank you. You are my brothers and my sisters. I couldn't do this without you. I appreciate you. And I know you're in here. Okay, there you are. There's Kat. Kat, thank you so much. Kat always jumps in on the chat to let you know that I'm running late. Thank you for doing that. And then there's Donna, always making sure to encourage everyone, if you're new, to subscribe and like the video. Thank you, Donna. You're so amazing. And there is Miss Amy Ulrich. She is over on Facebook. She's our Facebook moderator, but she kind of goes back and forth and she makes sure. So if you are on Facebook, always look in the comments below the video, because Amy's going to be listing out the link for the YouTube live stream, because majority of the people. Hi, Sunny. Hey, nice to see you all the way from Lubbock, Texas. Hey, that's where I was born. So cool. Yeah, thanks for being here. You guys double tap that screen on TikTok for me, okay? I really appreciate it. And then also, let's see who else we got. T-Roy's in the house. What's up, Troy? Thank you so much for being here and assisting and supporting. Yeah, I am so sad about all the flooding going on up in Washington, but I quite honestly was just waiting. I was like, Neptune is stationed. Okay, here's a hint. Neptune, anytime Neptune stations, because Neptune has a 165-year transit. It takes 165 years for that planet to go all the way around, all right? So all around the zodiac to get back to this point. It took 165 years. It's a kind of a big deal what's happening, right? And when it stations, it takes 5 days from beginning to end. So it's a total of 10 days. So you have 5 days, boom. It either goes direct or goes retrograde. And, you know, it stations for 4 and then boom, direct. And then 4 more days, it's just sitting there. So you have 5 days on each side that this planet is just it just sits there. And it's like, I'm just vibrating. And so what is Neptune? Our dreams, our vision, our faith. What has your faith been like? Have you been stepping into your spirituality? Are you embodying your spirit? Are you speaking directly to the Creator, God, Source, Universe, all that is, before making major big decisions? Are you trusting in your guidance? Are you trusting deeply within yourself the beliefs that you have? You know, because that's what this is about. North Node in Pisces. Man, come on. Saturn in Pisces. We have 3 placements in Pisces that are major players. And Saturn and Neptune are about to be moving in at the beginning of next year to Aries, which is the world point. This is the very first zodiac of the entire, I mean, it's like, this is the new year. Okay. Every single year, the new year is when? Spring equinox. Our ancestors always honored the Sabbath as the new year. Okay. And if you're in the Southern Hemisphere, my beautiful Australians and New Zealand friends, then your year was a different time of year, because right now we're stepping up here in the Northern Hemisphere. We're stepping into winter solstice here in a week. You're heating up there, and it's getting hot, right? Because you're stepping into summer solstice. So just honor the Sabbath wherever you are. It's so important to honor the Sabbath. That doesn't mean that you take away from any of your religions, and in fact, guess what? Sagittarius also presides over all different types of religions, which, quite honestly, we honor them all. We're well versed in all of them. And we have all the love to give to you. And that is why we do this. Okay. And this is about faith. This is about stepping into your power through your faith. There is no other answer right now. Is it spiritually aligned? Are you in faith? And are you ready for radical change? Because that is exactly what you're going to receive. Now, you might see that I'm a little bit uppity. I'm a little bit bubbly. My energy's really high. Well, that's because actually things are going kind of good for me right now. But if you would have talked to me last week or even 2 weeks ago, not so much, you know? But it's because I shifted. I made the shift to say, okay, there's some outside interferences that are really not cool. That's happening. It's happening right in my home, okay? And I'm not cool with it. But I can't really do anything about it. And I'm not going to allow anybody else's outcomes to affect my energy level because my frequency and my energy is number one. And that's what this is about. You know, this is about really stepping in and setting boundaries if you must with those folks in situations and groups, whatever it may be, that is causing you to not to be able to stand in your faith, to not to be able to really feel that beautiful spirit, okay, that is you, because it's all you. All right. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to just go over a few of my little notes here on my calendar. I did have some. I'm going to turn this down just a little bit because I feel like it's a little too much with the Celtic Christmas music. Oh my gosh. How's everybody doing? Oh, there is Renee. Beautiful. Awesome. Thank you, beautiful moderator. Look how handsome you look in your picture, brother. Woohoo. There you go. There you go. Okay, let's see here. If I'm missing you, I do apologize. If I'm missing any of you here in the chat, there is Nigel. How are you, Nigel? So good to see you here. There's Kelly Pena. Hey, Kelly, you know you need to get on over to the YouTube, darling. Jump over to the YouTube. Everybody's in the chat over there. And there's Tia Birdwell. So glad that you're here as well. If you are on the YouTube, if you're on Facebook, please come over and get in the chat on the YouTube. I love you guys. Yes, excited for the chart. Awesome. See, Brian knows. TikTokers. Brian over here on Facebook, he knows I got to be on Facebook or I got to be on YouTube to see the chart. So that's what we're about to be jumping into. Hee. Tammy Lynn said she's giddy. Whoop, whoop. There you go. I'm so happy. Yeah, everybody's wishing Tammy a happy birthday. That's so cool. Yay. And there's the walking crow. He births amazing drums and rattles. You want to check him out for sure. He's on Facebook. He does live streams. You want to go check out the Walking Crow on Facebook for sure. And YouTube. I think you do some live streams on YouTube too, don't you? Don't you, brother? Yeah. Really cool. Okay, awesome. There's Robin. What's up, Robin? Thank you so much for being here. Okay, cool. All right, don't forget, we are doing the giveaway with Sandra Isis. If you missed it, if you're just logging in, where'd that book go? There it is. I have this book here, which is the Sabbath book. Okay, this is like it lists all kinds of wonderful things that you can do from Samhain of 2025 to Mabon of 2026. So there's like articles, and what does it say here? Sorry, I got to do this one. Articles, activities, different rituals and spells and crafts and recipes and the prestigious practitioners. I mean, like there's a whole bunch of them. It's not just like one practitioner that went through here, and all sorts of different practitioners create this book. It's a really good one. I got one for myself too. So that, along with this beautiful aragonite, because it always reminds me of like a green dragon. Like aragonite is like my dragon stone. So, and it's raw and I like the feel of it. And it's been used in 4 of these sessions up here. So it's been receiving all of that powerful energy. So this will be a big healer for somebody. Also, $111 from Sandra Isis. All her information is below. Please go and check her out, and make sure when you do go and you say hi to Sandra on Facebook or on YouTube or wherever you find her, all of her link tree is right there. Please make sure and tell her that you heard it from me. Okay. All right. Thank you. All right. So let's check out this calendar. I'm going to go ahead and remove the banner. I don't feel like we need to have the big moves and the win up right now. I'll leave the bottom back. Nah, I just go ahead and get rid of it now. Okay, there we go. Okay, so, man, tell you what, this has been one heck. I said it last week, and I'm gonna say it again. This is cosmic consciousness on fire. Like literally lit. And we have been having this past week the ungrounded, wounded, divine masculine getting a makeover. The ungrounded, wounded, divine masculine is getting a makeover. We have been at a cosmic crossroads. You might have had some choices that were made for you, or you made some choices, and you might have felt the shift this past week. You know, you might have felt the breaking point at this past week. And if you haven't yet, then you're probably going to start feeling it this week. Because this is like, it's like the universe condensed a lot of karma clearing, like all in these last 3 weeks of the year, like of this 2025 Gregorian calendar year. I mean, seriously. And it's a divine choice that has been made, and we are in a mutation phase. And through that mutation phase, we have to realize we don't really have control. And that, my friends, is where the faith comes in. That is where you have to just believe. You got to feel it in your gut. You got to know, hey, this is happening. Or hey, this ain't happening. You know, like I know for a fact that there's some things that must change. It doesn't change on the outside until it changes on the inside. Amen. Can I get an amen? What in the world? I don't even hardly say that, but for some reason I'm channeling a preacher, like for real. Can I get an amen? Seriously. We must learn that if you want your outer world to change, you have to energetically shift on the inside. And how do you do that? Well, you can go the void of yourself and empty out your container, empty out your vessel. Whenever things arise and your inner voice, your GPS is saying, stop it. I'm not going to go do that. I don't want to do that. I can't do that. Then you honor it. Like you really, truly honor it. And if you absolutely can't because of this fucked up economy that we live in, you have to go work a horrible job. Maybe you're just stuck in what you don't want to be. This is the year that that's going to change. This is the year you're going to step out of that shit. This is the year you're going to excel. But you have to be disciplined and you have to be structured and you have to make sure that you're disciplined. It's not about being disciplined to that job. It's not about being disciplined to that boss. It's about being disciplined to the self, really, truly in your spirit. You got to know that it's right. And if it's not right, then it's felt, right? Thank you, Jake. I appreciate that. I really do. Double tap this screen for me, guys. Now remember, you guys on TikTok, if you want, you can come over to Chanda Sparkles Astrology. You can see everything on the screen, the cards, the chart, everything will be on the split screen. Just a couple of new notes that I wrote here. 2025 is the end of the illusions. 2025 is the end of the illusion. And I'm going to dive into that when I'm talking about Neptune stationing. And that has a lot to do with that. This is a powerful turning point that we're at, like more powerful than we've ever experienced. And it's about sitting still, allow the void to fill with new. Can someone please write it? Sit still, allow the void within your container to fill with the new. So in other words, if you're all full, if your container, your vessel, your energy field, everything that you do is full of all this, or it's full of like, I don't know, or I'm sad, or I'm depressed, or my family, or my boss, or my this, or all the bitch and moan shit. If it's full of all that, the universe has nowhere to, if your picture is full, there's nothing to pour in there. Empty your cup. Empty, 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 empty. Allow, sit still. This was the exact channel that I got from my guidance. Sit still, allow the void to fill, F-I-L-L, with the new. Okay, because we're going from a year 9 to a 1. Right? Okay, and well, we're going to be riding the flames of glory That's what I'm coining it for the Chinese New Year. Riding the flames of glory into 2026. And it will be a year of atonement. That atoning is coming. If you've been done wrong, or somebody's done some things to you, or something has happened, or some shit, you just knew. You were giving it your all, you were doing your best, and things went sideways. That atonement's coming in some form or fashion. And here's the other thing, this is coming through right now. Please do not try to put a signature or be super specific. This whole year was our year to be specific and clearing out the karma and ending the illusion. Okay. This was the year to do that. Next year, you just got to be open. You just have to be open. And you can't get like, well, I want this house up in the mountains on the hill, and I need 4 cars. And you can't get all specific with it. This year, yeah, you can get specific with, like, say you're calling in a partner. You can get specific this year. This is the year of the specifics because you're clearing stuff, you're ending stuff. So yeah, go ahead and put those specifics out there now. You can do it when we have the new moon in Sagittarius coming up next week. Okay. But when we get to next year, it's about being completely open because there's so much coming our way. There's so much different, so much new coming our way. You don't want to block yourself, you know? You don't want to block yourself from getting something because you're being too specific next year. So drop the specifics next year. You'll thank me later. I promise you. Okay. Let's see what else we got. Okay, so I called it Dive Out December for those that are new. The cracks in our storyline are appearing. Have you guys, tell me in the chat, have you seen some cracks in the storyline? In the story that is you in your life, what kind of cracks have you been seeing? And remember last week, the guides were saying, fill the cracks as though it was a Greek vase with the gold. Okay, it's okay. It's okay to be cracked. You may crack, but you'll never shatter. Okay, what's the song? There's a song coming through. That's the other thing. When I channel, my guides give me songs sometimes. Meredith Brooks, I think is what it is. I may break, but I'll never shatter, or something like that. Somebody will know. Somebody put it in the comments. I know exactly what you're saying. Hey, Sandy, I see you up in there. And DB, oh, so good to see you here. Oh, I'm so glad. I'm so glad you're here. Yes, awesome. Yep. The 9 year is over. Next year is a year 1. Yeah, for sure. I see you guys in the chat. Everybody on TikTok, hi, how you doing? Please double tap the screen for me if you don't mind. And remember, if you want to see everything that's happening on the chart and with the cards, we'll be reading cards here shortly, and the runes, please just step over to Chanda Sparkles Astrology on YouTube. Okay, and I know that I am channeling because my nose is already starting to run. If you are new, I am a conscious channeler. I have been a seer and a visionary since birth, seen a lot of different things, experienced a lot of different things, and I smell across the veil, and I smell colors. And whenever I start to channel, my nose runs, and that just is part of it. So, not sick, don't have allergies. It just happens. It just happens. Let's see. Yeah, I see you. Hey. Oh, very. Love my Yule vibes. Thank you, Farron. I see Farron up in the house, my amazing assistant. I love you. Okay, let's see. Where was I at? Okay, so let's go ahead. I just want to really I don't want to go too deep into this calendar tonight because I know I'm going to go into the chart. Okay, these are very significant weeks. From here out, the rest of December is the whole thing is cram-packed full, okay? Very significant. And we have a lot of edginess, and you may have felt this past week like, and this is not for everybody, this is general. Just understand this is a general forecast, okay? So it may not have happened to you, but it's kind of the general wave of things. So this past week, you may have felt like you couldn't do something, or you were blocked, or something came up that delayed you, something, and that trust in the universe that all of that is being delayed purposely for you, not to you. It's so written in this astrology. All right, so let's just break it down. So today we are at the Thursday the 11th. And today we have Venus in a T square to the nodes. Venus is our love and our values and how we magnetically track and different things. And the nodes are in North Node Pisces, South Node Virgo. So what you value may have been blocked today. You might have been blocked with some monies coming in today. It may be delayed. Things might just be that way right now because that's just the way the astrology is. But it's also a great day for visions. It's a great day for being creative and putting in the dream and doing the planning phases, but not so much for the actual coming in phases. That could be also in love and relationships and in values and even what you sense, like your what your sight is, what you see, and how you feel in your physical body. That's also Venusian energy, the beautification of the beauties that you are as a human form, as a human vessel. That's also Venusian. And when it's T squaring over to the north and the south node in so Pisces and Virgo. Pisces is crisis in consciousness. It's out of body. And Virgo is more crisis in the reality, the actual 3D world. Okay. And that's just one way of describing it. But there is something I wanted to discuss here real quick while I'm talking about Venus T squaring the node before I pull up the chart. Because what I have done, I pulled out this book because I was called to it today at last minute. And I thought, you know what? I need to pull out Jan Spiller's amazing Astrology for the Soul book. Okay. This is really great. She covers all of the north and south nodes. And I thought, you know what? I just want to honor this north node in Pisces and the south node in Virgo real quick by speaking to the attributes. Okay, so this is what you want to develop. When the collective consciousness it's an 18-month cycle. It will change next May. So we only have about 6 months left. A little less than 6 months actually. So this is what you want to do. You want to, when it's North Node Pisces, South Node Virgo. Okay, don't get it confused if you have a different nodal chart in yours. This is for the collective, but this is how we all want to be going towards. Okay, we want to be we don't want to be judgmental. Judgmental is not the way. These are I'm giving you like magic keys here. Okay, like seriously, these are magic keys. What I'm telling you right here will help you in all situations from now into the middle of next year. Being non-judgmental, compassion. This is the most compassion, and I'm quoting David Palmer, the Leo King, because I actually caught his deep astrology. I didn't get all of it, but I heard like the first, I think it was like 30 minutes of it this past, I think it was Monday night. But this is the most compassion that we're going to be having. And he's dead ass on. He always is. And it's true, because we have so much water in the chart. We got this grand water trine going on. We got the North Node in Pisces. We got Saturn in Pisces. We got Neptune in Pisces, and Neptune's a ruler of Pisces. We have still Mercury that just went direct not too long ago, still in its shadow for another probably about a week, and it'll be out in Scorpio. So there's a lot going on. There really, truly is in the water realm. Okay, we have Jupiter, the planet that magnifies everything, in Cancer. So there's a lot going on there. So we have to realize there's a lot of compassion that needs to kind of be worked through right now, because there's not going to be a lot of compassion next year. I mean, we're going to have to diligently work to be compassionate. The energy is not going to be pushing us to be more compassionate, more emotional. Surrendering anxiety to the higher power. Somebody write it in there. Surrender your anxieties to your higher power. Like I could just probably just end the whole fraud. I mean, I could just end this whole thing right now with that. Because that's so fucking factual. Okay. Freeing the mind through meditation and self-reflection. Like I was speaking to, you have to empty the container, empty the vessel, empty the mind so that something can be filled within. Ooh, that kind of looks fun, doesn't it? All right, focusing on the spiritual pathway. Trusting in positive outcomes. You have to believe it to receive it. And if you don't fucking believe it in your gut, it ain't happening. Thank you, Wicked Bloom. I see you there, sweetheart. Thank you so much. You're awesome. Oh my gosh, you're so cool. Okay, I don't know what I just did, but uh-oh. Okay, get back down there. Oh no, I don't know how. Okay, swipe left to close. Hold on. How do I do that? Uh-oh. There it is. Oh no! What happened? What happened? Oh my gosh. Oh no. Did I lose you guys? Hold on, guys. I'm sorry. Eddie. Okay, so have you ever seen Peter and Eddie on TikTok? They're hilarious. Okay, I don't know what just happened. I don't know what just happened, but I lost my stream. Oh no. Good grief. I didn't close it. All right, let me go live again. Oh, resume. Okay. Am I frozen? I look frozen to me. Good grief. Can we not just have one live stream where there's no issues whatsoever? Okay, make sure everything's okay over here. I look like I'm frozen. Let me know, Wicked Bloom, in the chat if I am frozen. Because it looks like I'm frozen to me. Huh. How strange. Oh, cancel. Oh, wait, what does it say? In this live, if you leave now, you might miss the traffic that's beginning to flow in. Your live reached 40. Okay. No, cancel. But I can't even see it. Like I'm on my screen, I'm frozen. Maybe it'll come back. We'll just kind of let it be because I can't see anything. How bizarre. Okay, if you are on TikTok, I'm going to end this so that I can start it again. Okay? All right, let's try this one more time. I'm sorry. I apologize. I swear, I beg Ecam. I sent an email. I said, please, TikTok is now owned by America. Can you please just include it? So, because every other like Instagram, all the different ones will go through Facebook, YouTube, everything will go, even, almost every platform that you could possibly go live on. I could even go live on Amazon and LinkedIn and all that. It works with Ecamm, but TikTok's the only one I have to do this separate. Okay, so we're starting a new stream. Okay, we're here on a new live stream on TikTok, and we are doing the astrology for the week ahead. We're talking about all kinds of things, and we're starting it back up. So hopefully you guys will welcome change. That's the last one. That's the attributes to develop. Welcome change. Okay, now here are your tendencies to leave behind. Okay, so this is good practice from now until the middle of next year. Tendencies to leave behind. Hyper anxiety reactions. Over analysis, over critical, obsessive worrying, exaggerating the importance of the details. The details don't fucking matter right now. I'm not joking you. I mean, like, and I know all your Virgos are like, what? And all you Scorpios are like, what? It's been really hard for me to trust because I like details. I'm that way. But I got to keep reminding myself it doesn't matter. I have to be an open container. I have to continue to flow. I have to, because that's the way right now. Those are the magic keys to winning the game in this stage of advancements, my darlings. Okay. Exaggerating the importance of the details. Critical first reactions. Be very careful with how you react. Are you reacting overly critical? You know, maybe it's not as big as a deal as you think, right? And I've been one. I've been doing it too. I've been doing it too. Okay. Hi, everybody on TikTok. I hope that you came back. I'm so sorry. I had the stream going and then I ended up having to end it because I was frozen on the phone for some reason. If you want to see everything annotated on the astrological chart, you want to see all of the cards, you want to see everything that's going on, please come over to Chanda Sparkles Astrology on YouTube, because on YouTube, I have the ability to multi-stream with my Facebook and my YouTube and my Instagram. Everything is over there. So if you can go over there, that'd be great. And if not, just hang out. You'll still hear, and I still pop up the cards. I still do it all here. I see you there. Thank you. Okay, cool. All right. So, and finally, finding fault, making others appear wrong, looking for the faults in others. Excessive anxiety over making mistakes. Excessive anxiety over making mistakes. Don't care. It's okay. It's okay if we make mistakes. Don't be hard on yourself. Don't come down on yourself. Being Mr. or Mrs. Perfect. Staying in unpleasant situations and inflexibility. I think I'm going to leave that right there, and I'll probably post these two lists out over the next day or so that everybody can have a little look-see. These are the ways. These are the magic keys to winning the North Node Collective Pisces, South Node Virgo. All right. So this week, I'm gonna break it down for you. Tomorrow, avoid big group work meetings, group things, tribe things. Do not go up into the groups for the first half of the day. So like if there's a meeting at your work tomorrow morning, call in sick. I'm not kidding. You probably will do better off by just taking the day off, to be honest with you. But the last half of the day, there's sudden ideas and sensations and becoming more sensitive and more pragmatic and balanced in the last half of the day tomorrow. This is Friday, the 12th. Okay. Now, this weekend is fire. Okay. This fucking weekend is fire. We are looking and we're actually feeling this now, but it's on the build. Okay. Mars square Neptune. Mars square Neptune. Okay. Almost forgot. Today, which is the 11th, is a great day for visions and dreams and to be optimistic. Because guess what? Just about, what time is it now? Just about an hour ago, Mercury re-ingressed Sagittarius. Okay. And let me just tell you, I'm a Mercury in Sagittarius. Okay. I have Mercury in Sagittarius in my second house. Mercury in Sag can't help themselves, but be very direct and tell the truth. And sometimes to our fault. And we love to tell a story and we love to boast about things and we love to make you entertain and make you smile and we want to see your energy happy. You know, when our mind goes, I mean, we're thinking about the big, huge truths of the world and how we got there and how we can make things happen. You know, our mind, it really does go big, you know, like it really does. It really does. So now you might have felt a real big shift just even in the past hour in how your thoughts are, you know, so keep that in mind. Mercury just moved into Sagittarius. Now, this is the third go because when the planet goes retrograde, it stops because it had already gone over these spots and then it stopped in Sagittarius and then it went all the way back, stopped in Scorpio and now all the way back forward and boom, back into Sagittarius, and in about a week, we'll be out of the post shadow. Let's see here. It's a good time to really have those talks this weekend. Okay, I put speak the hard stuff. You know, it's a beautiful, fired up, faded weekend with a big finger of God. But we've been having this finger of God happening because all these planets just keep cruising through, right? So this weekend, if you're going to speak the hard stuff, do it on Saturday and wait until you can do it after lunch. Do it in the late afternoon to evening time periods. Let that finger of God kind of loosen up its grip. I'm not kidding you. Like I canceled all kinds of shit on Friday because I know this astrology, and I was just like, no, I ain't fucking with it. I'm not going there. I know I'll benefit just to stay within myself and do the projects that I know I need to do and get some rest for myself. And this is also why it's so important that you know your chart. If you don't know your chart, go to astrograph.com. If somebody would write it in the comments, astrograph, GRAPH.com, and do the desktop version because you get more. You get a whole lot more with the desktop version than you do with the app. They do have a time passages app, but I think it's the best one. It's the one that I ask all new clients to go and create their own birth chart. Although I have Astro Gold here and I will create your chart, but I want you to learn and become more familiar before I sit down and talk to you. I'm kind of a strict teacher. And that's the other thing. That's Sagittarius energy is the teacher that we love to teach. We love to teach. I also have Neptune and Sag in the first house. So I have no choice but to be a psychic medium. It's just consciously flowing through me at all times, guaranteed. Okay, so, but you can do some good damage control this weekend. But we're feeling that Mars trine Neptune, big water events around the world, big oil and gas chemical events, I would say. Especially when we had that finger faded of God over the weekend, because Pluto is involved in that finger faded of God. Finger faded of God? Finger of God that's faded. It's just like my words just go crossways sometimes. Sorry. Okay. Rough Sunday. It's a rough Sunday. You want to speak serious truths. There's some rebellious attitudes going to be popping up. You may have some accidents. Please do not take any extra on Sunday. Seriously, Saturday, yeah, but Sunday, let's just hang out. Let's have a lazy day, watch a movie. You know, really expand your visionary of your dreams. Maybe paint. You know, do something creative. It's a fucking great day for creative because we have a lot of aspects, but the main big one is Mars exact square to Neptune. All right. And that is at 29 degrees. Okay. 29 degrees of Sagittarius. The very last degree is always the strongest degree. And when Mars squares Neptune in Pisces at 29 degrees, accidents happen. You know, things are going to happen. It's like the ego versus the imagination. What else did I write? I wrote something else down about this. I did. What did I write? Something about creativity. Oh yeah. It could be a creativity killer. You know, if Saturn is involved. Saturn, you know, Mars square Saturn, we've been feeling that for this whole last week. And now we're starting to get the passion, the drive. You know, Mars makes you move. It makes you want to go. But when you're squared to the delusions and confusion, smoke and mirrors, dreams, visions, everything that is mystic, everything that is not of this world in the unseen, it's like, you know, you could just fall and hurt yourself. That's like a very simple, you know, you fall and you hurt yourself and you hit your head and you got a concussion. And maybe you have an out-of-body experience. That would be totally Mars square Neptune. Just don't overdo it. Just don't overdo it on Sunday, even Monday. But what's so cool is this square happens right before it moves into exaltation. So when Mars enters Capricorn, it's all about business. And it's time to get to work. And you better be ready to move it. because Mars is going to take us into a disciplinary accountability type of energy. And it's time to be accountable. It's time to step up. It's no time to sit around. You've got to work. You've got to get your structure together. You got to get your plan together. What you're going to be doing. And that's really tough to do right now because everybody's so hoity-toity with all of the holidays and everything, right? But the astrology is saying if you want to be prepared for next year, you start getting prepared now. Okay? Especially next Monday on the 15th. So the sun is in square to Saturn exactly on that Tuesday. Okay? Anytime we're dealing with Saturn, we're talking about discipline, structure. It could be your father figures, a grandfather, a male figure. It could be a boss. It could be a higher up. It's someone that you deal with on a regular basis that's, you know, kind of in your face that you got to do this. You got to do it right. And did you fuck it up? You got to do it again. You know, so it's just that energy. But I'm going to tell you what, Saturn does give rewards just like grandfather does. Just like grandfather does. You know, you got a grandfather. Like I had a nice grandfather, you know, he rewarded me in the end. And Saturn does the same thing. If, that's a big if, you're disciplined. And you know, because your inner heart says, I'm fucking up. Saturn's watching. You haven't, any times I've heard this in my head, I'm fucking up. Saturn's watching. Oh, you know what I'm saying? Seriously. And this next year, with Saturn moving into Aries, along with Neptune moving into Aries, and these two coming together for the first time in 6,400 years, kind of a big deal. Kind of a big deal, I must say. Anyway, you're getting some serious reality checks Monday and Tuesday with that Saturn coming into square, with this Neptune and Mars square. These are reality checks, blocks, limits. But we have that beautiful grand trine with the water energy that's flowing and giving us some positive energy. So it might be okay. By the middle of next week on Wednesday, we're entering dark moon phase. And that dark moon is in Sagittarius. So we're having that Sagittarius dark moon, new moon happening next Friday. And that's what I'll be here for. Next Thursday, we'll be talking about the chart with the new moon. And it's like a sudden burst of energy is going to come with this thing. You know, you're going to have like this wonderful healing experience that comes through. So there's like, this is the thing is there's a lot of this kind of gloom and, you know, but it still comes back to everything has to be done through your belief, your deepest faith. And are you spiritual? Are you thinking about it? I mean, if you're religious, is it Buddha? Is it God? Is it Krishna? You know, whatever it is for you, that's where you need to be with every decision that you make. I'm talking if you're going for a walk around the block, does it feel spiritually aligned? Is this really something I need to do right now? Do I feel off about it? Don't do it if you feel off because you could go out there and get bit by a dog. You know what I'm saying? Or something could happen. I don't know why. Okay, now, so, so they're showing me when I was a little girl. I've never told this story. Really? Okay. They're showing me when I was a little girl. I used to walk home to school back and forth every day. We walked. I had my Mary Poppins umbrella, and I was in the West Texas desert, flat lands. Okay. So like the winds would pick up. It wasn't nothing to have a 40-mile-per-hour wind walking home. It was no big deal. I took my Mary Poppins umbrella because I was trying to fly. I was always trying to fly when I was a little girl. Not kidding. I also rode a unicycle. I was kind of a clown. Anyway, so I'd take my umbrella and I would go run with the wind and I'd fly. And I would. And it would pick me up and I'd fly a little bit. I was always trying to get off this planet. And I'll never forget this. I was doing that down the alley. And all of a sudden, here comes this big Saint Bernard, huge dog. And it bit me. It attacked me. I was horrified most of my childhood of being around dogs. I love dogs. I love all animals. But after that, you wouldn't see in me going near dogs that I didn't know at all. In fact, I've always had cats. I've had one dog my whole adult life. That's right. Yeah. So anyway, what I'm getting at is You need to pull out your Mary Poppins umbrella and sometimes just fly with the wind. You know what I'm saying? Just let the wind take you. And you use that vision that you know is right for you in your life. You know, the pain, the despair, the wrongdoings. Man, there's some fucking serious wrongdoings happening. I've been hearing from this horrible situation from my dear sister over in London that's going down over there with her and this horrible mental hospital and how they're treating her. It's horrible. It's horrible. It's a carrot of shit. And I'm like helpless, but there's nothing I can do, but I can send love. I can send my guides. I send my dragons, whatever I can do to send positive energy but I said, stop complaining. That's the thing is she keeps complaining. Of course she is. She's in pain. She's being mistreated. There's a lot of bad shit going down, right? But she's anyway, I'm not going to tell the whole story, but what I'm trying to get at is you have to shift it to love. And it's sometimes hard to love those people, but you have to remember when you shoot love their way, you're sending a frequency that's being lifted by the universe and the cosmos right now, because the cosmos is giving gifts away to people who believe and do it spiritually and send love. What would Jesus do? What would Jesus do? What would the universe do? What would you be guided to do if it was only you? And you knew every single step that you make, it's all you. Because it is. Okay, I'm going to leave it at that. Sudden burst of energy on Thursday. Sudden burst of energy with Venus in a trine to Chiron and Eris. Have your gold apple ready and just toss it on in there with that burst of energy. But remember, it is a dark moon phase, so you want to wait. Don't do your intentions until 24 to 48 hours after the apex. And we will discuss that on the giveaway next week when I'm here. Okay, real quick, I'm just going to show you the chart of the moment, and then we're going to head on in. Yes, let's see what we got. Oh my gosh, you did, Nigel. Nigel got bit by a St. Bernard. Wow. Okay, I've got to do a little bit of clearing. Just going to burn a little bit of sage here and settle the energies down just a bit as we go into this chart. There you go, TikTok. There you go. Yeah. Receive that nice divine clear. Realigning with your belief systems. Realigning with who you are and what your purpose is. What is your deepest purpose? We got to go deep right now. It's about deep, big thoughts, but realizing that the higher mind and the lower mind are one and the same whenever you're open to the void to let something come in and fill that void, right? Okay, there we go. That feels like a... There we go. Carry brandy in case of a St. Bernard. That's hilarious. Oh my gosh. It was very sad. Lady Diana, yes, it was. It was very, very sad. And it still is, and it's still going. Still going. Okay. All right. So let's look at this chart really fast. I was thirsty. Okay. All right. I'm going to show you once more this chart so that you can have a good look. And I want to go back to beginner client so you can see the basics. We are still with only a little bit of water, a lot of earth, and a lot of fire, and zero air right now with this chart. And this is just right now. Is it right now? Hold on. I know what I did. Hold on. Let me go with this. Now. Okay. Now, if you're on TikTok and you want to see the annotation of the chart, come over to Chanda Sparkles Astrology on YouTube. I can hear you because I like literally can hear you. If you want to see the chart and everything that's going on the board, you want to see the cards because I'm about to read the cards for the zodiac elements, come to Chanda Sparkles Astrology on YouTube. Otherwise, just hang out. You can listen and you'll receive a lot. And I do show the cards a little bit as we go. Okay. All right. So here on this chart, it's December the 11th. 6:18 p.m. here in Corpus Christi, Texas, where I'm at. Don't pay much attention to the house system. This is just simply because the house system will change per your location. Okay. But this is what I was like, wow. When I pulled this up earlier, I was like, holy cow. Holy cow. Have a look at this. So is that right? Okay. So we have, it's completely, why is it not doing it? Come in. It's completely even here with the polarities. So we have even masculine and feminine right now. The dualistic of the divine feminine and the divine masculine is in balance right now. There is a special, beautiful, sweet spot right now where you can open up to balance. Like if you're having a problem with your relationship, you're having a problem with somebody you work with, you're having a problem with this is a good time to go ahead and speak those truths and know that you're going to be heard and things will be a little more balanced right now. Also, there is 6 marks of water, and then we have 9 in fire, lots and lots of fire, and 4 in earth, and very little air energy, which means our thoughts, our communications, our mind, everything may be a little bit hard to do. Like you may have had problems with communication. You may have, like you may have not felt like you wanted to be out there and speaking recently. You know, I'm just putting that out there. I feel like that's for somebody. Okay. I'm not going to do this chart because I really like to annotate on the other one, but I like to show y'all that much. And then we'll go over here. Open this back up. Okay. Right now, currently, the moon is in Virgo, and it is just finished up its conjunction with the south node of fate, opposite the north node of fate in Pisces, okay, at 13 degrees. Now, that is also over here in square, to Venus. You can see she's just moved on up. Right here's Venus in Sagittarius. That was T-squaring the nodes today. This has now been released because she's moved on. You still kind of feel it for a couple of days. This is like killing my eyes. Hold on a second. You're still going to... What's going on here? Okay. I think it's just too much smoke was coming out of that chimenea. Okay. So that's passing. But when you're talking about that, it's going to be like everything you love and you value, what's beautiful to you and what you value may not be what other people value. You know what I'm saying? Like it's going to be very evident even tomorrow because this will still be active tomorrow. But I always say this, anytime it's on the build, it's always stronger. And then once it apaxes and it comes together to exactitude, that's when the energy kind of dissipates. Okay. But doesn't mean it stops. It just dissipates a little. Okay. So the sun is conjoined to Venus, Juno, and Mars is not too far, but Mars is moving on. Mars is heading on, like I said on the calendar, moving here into Aquarius. So everything in Sagittarius is going to get squared. Okay, so Saturn and Neptune up here at 29 degrees of Pisces and 25 degrees of Pisces there. They're heading on into Aries. This is Aries right here, okay? They're heading on into Aries in January and February. Last of January, beginning of February. They're both boop, boop, and then they're going to conjoin together in February. It's huge, huge, huge. I can't even express the biggest shift probably we've ever experienced in our life is coming. Like, I feel very much now like kind of like I felt, not all the way, grief. I cannot do this. This thing is really on fire. And by the way, thanks for the smudge to the Walking Crow. He's the one that sent this to me. And that thing is just burning. I think it's because the fan's on. Hold on a second. I got to move it. I got to move it. It's too much. It's too much. It's killing me. Okay. I'm turning the fan up. Okay. All right. Let's take this and blow that out. Sorry about that, y'all. I'm getting smoked out over here. I was like, my eyes are burning. Hey, the white sage knows, man. The white sage knows. It does. But sometimes you just got to let that stuff go. Okay. Whew, it's already starting to clear out. That's good. My eyes feel better. Anyway, hi, everybody on TikTok. If you want to see everything on the screen, please come over to Chanda Sparkles Astrology on YouTube or Facebook. We're multi-streaming over here. And you can see everything on the screen. It's all there. So otherwise, just hang out. I'll just keep going. Thanks for being here. And everybody on YouTube, don't forget, like and subscribe, and make sure that you come back and comment on the replay when this is done, because that's the only way your name. If I don't see that you've liked and subscribed, and I go through and I'm like, okay, who's going to be the winner? You know, that's the okay. Now I'm seeing orbs. Okay, this is going to get interesting. I have a feeling. Okay, here we go. Okay, let me finish up this chart and we're going to move into the cards. All right, so all of this stuff, all these beautiful planets, Venus, the Sun, Juno, and Mars are all T-squaring, okay, over here to Pisces. So everything, like here is Black Moon Lilith over here still in Scorpio, okay? Black Moon Lilith, big bad bitch. She brings up your fear, okay? She wants to flush out the fuckery. That is, Black Moon Lilith is flushing out the fuckery, and it's deep, it's dark, it's intense, it's underhanded, possibly. There's crooks, there's bad guys, there's pedophiles. I mean, it's the whole underworld is being shook right now with the Black Moon Lilith, okay? And Black Moon Lilith is headed into Sagittarius. You can see Mercury just entered. Look at 0 degrees. Just entered Sagittarius. So Sagittarius is the big money maker, the big player right now. If there's any Sagittarius in the house, you're getting slammed. And everything that's over here in Virgo and in Pisces is going to be squaring you. Over here in Gemini, see over here in Taurus, Black Moon Lilith is beginning to oppose, and we'll start feeling that next week, the opposition. Currently, it's still Mercury out of sign oppositions. And Uranus is shaking up the planet. You can see it's at 28 degrees, and it's headed back. It's still in retrograde. It's headed back. Chiron and Eris here, they're still retrograde. All these planets are still retrograde. We have the only planets they're retrograde is Chiron, Uranus, and Jupiter. See here, Jupiter? There is him quincunxing, this big green line all over here. You can see all the concentration is going to Sagittarius. This is why I opened up this video with speaking directly about all of the attributes and all of the shadow and everything of Sagittarius. You got to be watchful. Lots of boasting. You got to be careful on the boasting. You got to be careful about the exaggerating. You got to be careful about people really exaggerating. Hey, everybody on TikTok, thank you so much. I appreciate that. That's so nice. Thank you. Yeah, just double tap the screen. Thank you so much. Appreciate that. It makes it to where I don't have to stop and do that little puzzle piece. I really appreciate it. But yeah, this is an intense time, y'all. It really is. But it can also be a good time of receiving. if you've done the work. Okay. All right. So let's move on out of this. And I'm going to do this. Oh, wait. I got to move this. Come on. Come on. Give it to me. Thank you. All right. Here we go. Okay. Don't forget to like and subscribe and comment on the YouTube replay to win with Psychic Sandra Isis for Sagittarius season. I cannot stress that enough. Okay. Thank you so much. Let's move on out of here and let's start with the cards. And Robin is on top of it tonight. She says we're doing water signs first. I love it. Amy is on the Facebook and she says water, water, water. Kat says, I wonder whose grandma's going to show up tonight. I don't know, but I've been feeling the grandfather energy, truly. That's what I've been feeling. My eyes are starting to water a little. Okay, so what I want to do here is I just want to double check. Okay, Uranus at 29 degrees. I have to add this. Uranus at 29 degrees means that we're getting our final lessons for our bodies. We have to realize that the radical change is now with these lessons for our body. Okay, it's been going through Taurus for 7 years. Okay, so you have now until I think it's July when Uranus leaves. It's the middle of summer, so yeah, July, when Uranus leaves and enters into Gemini, the higher mind. And it, by the way, will be the last outer planet to make the shift to air and fire. Okay, and I wrote this in my notes because I was like, we must be open to the void so we may be filled with new. So the radical change is now. What are you needing to do with your body? Your senses. You know, how are you feeling in your body? You know, do you need to lose some weight? Do you need to do more stretches? Do you need to go dancing? Bringing in that jovial fun of Sagittarius would be great. Go dancing. Have a good time, but move your body. Because these are your last, I want you to think 7 years ago, what was going on? Because this is all about to be closing. These cycles are ending, completing, and beginning anew. All right. But just stay optimistic. And remember, the moon is in Virgo. Is it in Virgo right now? What did I say? Yeah, the moon is in Virgo right now. It'll move into Libra for 2.5 days over the weekend on the 12th. And then the Scorpio, it'll move into Scorpio on the 14th. And then the Sagittarius on the 17th. And then we have that big truths must be told big new moon in Sagittarius. That's a big one too. And we'll be talking about that next week. I'll be here. I'm here every week on Thursday at 5 p.m. Central. That's 6 p.m. Eastern and 3 p.m. Pacific. Okay. Oh, thank you. Thank you for being here. Thank you so much. Okay, cool. All right. Nice. Starting with the water signs. Water, water, water. Boom. I know that was a lot, but I just know that I knew that was needing to come out. Like all of that. I knew it. I knew y'all needed another lesson, especially when we start getting like halfway on that north and south node. It's real important to have like a refresher of, okay, what is the collective flow? Because you want to go with the collective flow of Pisces, especially when Saturn and Neptune are there. So I thought it was important to kind of really cover that and really realize these outer planets are nearing the end signs, and water and earth is over very soon. We won't have any more water. We won't have much more earth. It's going to be all air and fire, intellect and passion. And then we have next year riding the waves of the fire horse, riding the waves of the fire horse. This is going to be fast, and it's going to be fun. And that's what I want to. That's what I know, that we're going to have our challenges. I know that we're going to have things that come up, but you must have the attitude of, this is going to be fun. It's going to be exciting. It's going to be challenging, but I'm up for the challenge, and drop the words of, it's going to be hard. It's going to be rough. I can't do it. Oh my God. Stop. Just say to yourself, this is challenging, but I'm up for the challenge. Okay. All right. Thank you, TikTok. Hi. Double tap the screen for me, please, if you will. I appreciate it. Okay. Let's go ahead and get this going. Agua, says Walking Crow. Orbs and a runny nose. Yeah. So making for a great channeler. No wonder I don't have 10,000 followers, right? Okay. Anyway, it doesn't matter. I love you all. My Sparkle Tribe is the best, and I love you all. So thank you. Yeah. All right. So we're going to do water. Let me get focused here. Water, water. All right. We got the Light Seers Tarot tonight. I want to move this candle back over here so I have room to put these. We got the Light Seers Tarot. I'm going to move this one back too. And we're also playing with the Heal Yourself Oracle. These are a new deck that I bought. I really like these because they're very simple, they're very direct, and I like the imaging of the cards. And then, of course, the celestial frequencies. This called my name like crazy today. I love these cards. They're really, really great, very galactic. Lots of sacred geometry and codes in there. And then the Tarot Illuminati, a very old deck of mine, was screaming my name as well. And this is a new little deck. It's called the Essential Tarot. And I really like it just because I like the imaging of the cards. And it is, I got this little cute book here, and it is by Hansen and Roberts. Hansen and Roberts. All right. Let's go ahead and do some clearing for the water signs. Lovely, intuitive water signs. We will start with the Tarot Illuminati for the water signs. Sun, Moon, and Rising, Cancer, Scorpio, and Pisces. Sun, Moon, and Rising. All these cards have been cleared and shuffled, and they have been set in the crystal bowls before we started. So they are ready to go. Let's go. You can see everything on the board good. I think what I'll do is I'm going to zoom that in just a little bit real quick before we get going. Oh, not me. Hi. Sorry. Oh, shit. Okay. Let's change cameras, Chanda. Okay, here we go. Let's zoom this in just a tad so you can see up close. There we go. Wait, I don't want that far because I want to see the edge. There we go. Okay. Sun, Moon, and Rising signs. This could be you, or it could be vice versa. Say you're watching for another Scorpio and you start saying, well, man, that kind of sounds more like me. Well, that might be because it is for you. I always say on these readings, if the channel is flowing through me and it feels you, like you feel what's happening, then it's for you. Okay. Sun, Moon, and Rising, Scorpios. Let's find out what's going on for this week. Sun, Moon, and Rising, Scorpio, Pisces, Cancer, Sun, Moon, and Rising signs. Scorpio, Pisces, Cancer, Sun, Moon, and Rising signs. Those are wanting to come right there. Okay, we have got Temperance, Major Alphabet, Major Arcana card, and the Tower, son of a bitch. And the Sun. Oh, no, the Star. Okay, You have got 3 majors on the board, okay? 3 major life event, major arcana cards in a row on the board. This is Sagittarius, this is Scorpio, and this is Aquarius, okay? These are the energies here. I've got to get more cards before I move forward with this. There's going to be some kind of a sudden, unexpected event that comes through that really pushes you in your faith, pushes you to keep your faith. Something unexpected is coming. You feel like you've been in your flow, like you feel like you've been balancing, you've been handling, you've been alchemizing the energies, and you're handling everything, and all of a sudden, something happens, knocks you off your tower. So here in your challenge position, you have the Tower card, okay? So the Tower is and it is like Uranian. It's a Uranus type of energy. It's sudden upsets, sudden things coming in to rock you up. It shocks you. It's like a lightning bolt coming in and hitting a tree. It's not an easy energy to deal with. But followed up by the Star card. The Star card is all about faith. You can see she's sitting here naked and she's vulnerable and she doesn't care because she's super confident and she knows that whatever comes her way, she has plenty enough to still give. She uses her intuition. She stays balanced. She knows that those pictures are going to just continually flow, and the water is in representation of all of her guidance, all of her intuition, all of her love, all of her faith, all of her belief in herself. So whatever this is, you're going to end up having to continue to be pushed to use your faith. And are you doing spiritual hygiene every morning or every evening, whenever that is, the time? Are you really guiding? Like, are you being guided at night to shield or to bring in your guides? What is it that there's something there that you're supposed to be doing, is what I'm getting. Followed by the King of Swords, more Aquarius, Gemini, or Libra energy. So there may be an Aquarius or Gemini or Libra outside of you that's causing this ruckus. And the Three of Wands. Okay, my manifestation card. You got to realize, if things are coming your way that are rocking you, shocking you, making you, pushing you to really keep your faith, it's all about you standing with your back turned and waiting for your ship to come in, okay? Your ship is on the way. Each one of those ships is full of your hopes, your dreams, your wishes, your profit, okay? It's on its way. You don't have to worry, but you're going to get shocked, and the universe is testing you. Truly, this is a big test, and I have a feeling it's going to have to do with some kind of sun, moon, or rising air sign, okay? And it could be their sun, moon, or rising, Aquarius, Gemini, or Libra. I got strong Aquarian energy on this. The Aquarius is stepping up and saying, I'm going to rock your world, baby. Are you ready? Are you ready? You just better wait and see, because you've got to stay temperanced. You've got to stay poised. That's 2 Aquarian cards right there. Sagittarius, Scorpio, and then this one is a Sagittarius energy as well. That fiery passion. Like, what is it that you have been working towards that you have to continuously have your faith and your belief in yourself, that it's coming in? It's happening. There's nothing you can do about it besides believe. And finally, the High Priestess. I got to be honest with you. I don't think that I have seen this many major arcanas on the board, along with a King Court card, King of Swords, a king. This is a powerful, powerful, powerful connection between you and another person. Or it could be like an Aquarius is all about the group, the collective. It's about servicing to the collective. So it could be you in a group that you're dealing with as well. But the High Priestess says, you're a psychic badass. You're a psychic badass, okay? Don't even worry. You must stay in tune with the unseen and alchemize the void, okay? Alchemize through the void. That's it right there. Look at her. I mean, she is not even worried a bit. She's got faith that she knows her stuff, and she's a mystic. Okay. She knows spirit has her back. She knows it. She doesn't have to question. On the bottom of the deck, you got the death card. Okay. So the death card isn't always a death, an actual death. Could be. But this is about death to a situation. This is about realizing that the old you can no longer stand. Why? Well, because in the past, you went a little fast, didn't you? You might have slowed down just a little bit and seen that, maybe this wasn't exactly what I was needing in that moment. This is hitting it fast and hard without really stopping to see the deepest of truths, to see the quantum view of what the situation is. So therefore the universe causes it to die. But you can see in this death card here, the sun is coming up. He's dead. It's done. It's over. The Grim Reaper has showed up. There's no other way to go, right? But you can see that sun is coming out. That sun is coming out, and it brings new light. This is death to the situation that you've been dealing with. And that's a fucking powerful reading. That is 1, 2, 3. Wait a minute. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5 total. 5 total. And a Princess of Wand. Yeah, I feel like there was some kind of, in your past, you were dealing with somebody that was much younger than you are, or they had more of a youthful spirit. But now it's time to mature. It's time to come together and realize, okay, I can't be that person anymore. I can't do that job. I can't deal with that tribe, that group, because it's been done. And if it's not done now, it's coming. You watch. Something's going to just go, nope. And all you have to do is stay in your faith. All you have to do is believe in yourself, and it'll be all right. It's going to be all right. I want to say, okay, this is what I'm hearing. It's going to be all right, baby girl. We got your back. That's what I've got. Or baby boy. Okay. So I don't want to. Yeah, you're right. It is full of color. Lots of color. Yep. Okay. Now let's get some more information for you. I want to pull from the Celestial deck. The Celestial deck. What does the Celestials have to say? The Celestials have to say water signs. Come on with it. Give it to me. Compassion. Compassion. And this is code, so have a good look at it. Take a picture if you like. It's card number 15, and the code is 639 Hertz Love Healing Code. Compassion. You must have compassion for the situation. Compassion to yourself and compassion to others. To this other individual, I really feel this other individual needs your compassion right now. And even though they may have been the catalyst to the fuckery that caused all of it, your answer is compassion right now. No matter how hard it was, no matter how difficult it is, no matter how wrong they are, you walk in faith and in compassion through the death transformation. And then the metamorphosis comes because we're all in this mutation together right now as a collective whole. Also, we will pull and find out what's going to heal you. What's going to heal you and the situation? What is the healing card for the situation, please? For the water signs, Sun, Moon, and Rising, Scorpio, Cancer, and Pisces. I have this giddy feeling, even though these are kind of really difficult cards, I still have a giddy feeling for you. I feel like this is exactly what's needed, whether or not you realize it or not. This is because it's going to move. It's going to move you forward. Okay. It's going to move you down the train. Like I'm seeing the train track, and you're either on it or you're not. You're either buying a ticket to this fucking train or you're not. And it's up to you. Victim consciousness. how did I feel that? I was going to say martyr a minute ago. Okay. That's a number 12. Okay. So the victim consciousness, look at her. There we go. We're just going to look at it. That is so South Node Virgo. Okay. South Node shadow of Virgo, because there's a shadow and a light to every single sign right there. That is the victim consciousness. All right. You cannot fall into that, because whenever you do, I want to look at her nice and close. Yeah. This has been a repetitive pattern that you've been weaving. You can see she even has a snake. She has a spider. She has the hawk, the crow. And she's even got a big snake down by her feet. There's a lot going on in this card. That's why they asked me to pull this out. There is the cracks in the pillars. Oh, hell. There's like some kind of a demon cat. Lots of snakes. So it's about being stuck in that quantum realm. It's like being stuck in the 4D. You know, there's a lot of dark entities, dark energies, you know, shadow beings that live in that 4D realm. You know, and if maybe you're, you know, this person that you're dealing with has those attachments, it's important that you realize that you are the only one responsible for your own energy. And they have to deal with what they're dealing with on their own. As much as you love them, as much as you want to help them, as much as you can't do it for them. You just can't. And if they start pulling, if they start pulling the victim consciousness, you have to pull back, and you stay in flow. And this could be even you falling into the victim consciousness, and they have to stay in flow and keep the faith. All right? This is your job right here. All right? Okay. And finally, we're going to pull, and I feel like I need to put these here. I don't know. We're going to pull from the runes, and then we're going to also, excuse me, then we're also going to roll the Astro dice in closing. All right, so let's go ahead and put those there. Calling on the Norse god Odin and the Norse god Freya. That's why. So you got the Luperite. You didn't even get, you got one. You got one. You got the Luperite. So I have a few extra little things that I've put off in here purposely. The reason I put this Luperite, so this Luperite will like literally glow in the dark. Okay. This is a stone, a natural stone that glows in the dark. So with this victim consciousness, you need to remember that you still glow in the dark. There is no ability to birth the light unless you have the darkness. And you have Othala, meaning your inheritance. This is traditional, your culture, your family, what's passed down to you from a grandmother or grandfather. Othala, bring forth the wisdom and the knowledge that the water signs need moving forward. Please remember your ancestors are always there with you because they are you. Okay? And you have access to them anytime you need them. Okay? Okay? Yeah. Woo! Lots of tingles across the third eye here. Lots of tingles going here. Tap, 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 tap. When you start to feel like you need to use your intuition, tap, 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 tap. And we're just going to blow some of that out. I'm just going to blow it out, clear it out for you right now. Just clear it out. Just clear it out. Just clear it out. Yeah. Right. And finally, in closing, the Astro dice have the final word. You have got Taurus, Mercury, 6th house. So someone who's very simple, slow, stable, and grounded may have some issues coming forward through the mind, through the mental body. The mental body may need the healing here, okay? It could be a Taurus, but it could also just be someone who's very simple, someone who takes value within themselves. You know, they stay stable. They like the finer things in life. That's for sure. That's what I'm getting. Oh, and I'm getting lots of tingles on my shadow side. Okay, so if you're new here, this is my shadow side. This is my no side. So no, they know what they're doing. They know what they're doing. They know exactly what they're doing. Safety verification. I don't know why I have a safety verification. What does that mean? Strange. Safety verification. All I'm doing is reading cards to you, TikTok. Okay, now it's making me do this. Okay, if you are on the TikTok, please double tap the screen or hit a comment so that they know that I am here and I'm not like an AI or something. It's hard to do this from here. Okay, I'm here. Strange. Okay, I'm going to leave it at that. The 6th house is all about your health, your wellness, being critical. It is the rule. 6th house is Virgo energy. So I'm going to leave it there. Water signs, I feel like they're pulling back. Okay. Okay. Very good. All right. Clear it out. We love you, water signs. Thank you so much for being here. We are sending you so much love and healing. We are asking all of our guides to be with you through these challenging times. And remember, victim consciousness is working for you, not against you. So, and if someone is in that victim consciousness, it's just your signal. It's your signal to know to pull back a little bit and let them work through it. Let them be an allowance. Allow this shit to happen. Don't jump in and try to take control of it because it won't work. It won't work. Okay. And I'm keeping out separate because I don't want double cards at all. I don't even get the risk. All right. Thank you, water signs. I love you. We will see you next week here. And don't forget to come back and hit that comment section on YouTube so that you can get your name in for that drawing that's well over $200 worth of stuff. Okay. Because you got the stone, you got the book, and then you got Sandra Isis, all her stuff. So, okay. And I want the stone. Keep it covered. Here. Okay, very good. Please, if you're on the TikTok, double tap the screen for me. Thank you. All right, let's see here. I see everybody. Hi, Cindy on Facebook. How are you doing, sweetheart? You're very welcome. Now, remember, if you happen to be on Facebook, there's a lot more people in the chat on the YouTube if you wanted to pop over. Plus, that helps to support me. I really appreciate it. There's Lynn. Oh, man. Yeah, it's rough. It's rough. It's very emotional right now for the water signs. I can attest to that. Like I can test that. It's very emotional. Okay, so what are we doing next? Let's see here. Let me get that out of there. Earth signs, Robin says. Earth next. Thank you. Thank you, Robin. You rock. Thank you so much. Okay. There we go. Earth signs are next. And that kind of needs to move up, doesn't it? All right, let's see. I just want to move it up a little bit. Can I move it up? Oh no, what happened? Where'd it go? Psych, earth signs. Okay, I'm just going to leave it alone. I'm just going to leave it alone. Okay. All right, for the earth signs, I'm going to bring in the tinctures. And for the earth signs, I'm going to bring out the Light Seers Tarot deck. Take a nice deep cleansing breath. Capricorn, Virgo, and Taurus. Breathe in those clearing codes. You know, tincture bells, if you get you a really good set, they are so good for the mental health state. Like, seriously. You just go all the way around, receiving the codes. And you can see I'm going clockwise with it because I'm closing the energy. I don't want to have myself so open. Or if you want to open, maybe you're wanting to do channeling or higher guidance, you open in 3, 2, and 1. Just like that. Oh, it wanted to give you one last one there. That's great. Okay, I need to relight this because one of them went out, and it's probably because I have my fan on high. I'm going to move it over a little bit. Okay, there we go. That'll help it. How you feeling, earth signs? How you been? Let me know. Let me know in the comments how you've been feeling. How you doing? Everything good? I feel like I need to just be your buddy right now, to be honest with you. I feel like you need a friend, like you need to be hanging out with somebody. I feel like you earth signs are looking for love, but you're also looking for companionship because you're feeling like you need somebody, you know? And sometimes the universe, this has been a very within period. So a lot of us have been really called to step back, to go within, and you know, and you're wanting to be more out there. I kind of feel like you're wanting to step out of your comfort zone. You're wanting to do more things, but you're kind of like feeling like you're a little stuck is the energy. Smelling cinnamon, and none of these candles have cinnamon, I don't think. No, and that's the one that one's not even lit anymore because of the fan. So I'm smelling cinnamon. So it could be that you just have some cinnamon something going on in your house right now, or you've got some kind of cinnamon sticks. Get you some cinnamon, burn some cinnamon sticks, take cinnamon essential oil and put it on a nice wet cloth and wipe down your doors. You know, let's seal up the doors and to put the protection there. It's always a good idea. I love to buy a cinnamon broom this time of year. I normally go and I buy a whole bunch of the cinnamon brooms, like in the after Christmas sale. If I can find them, right? Buy a whole bunch of them, and then that way you have a new one to put outside your front door. And you put that cinnamon broom right outside your front door, and it'll help ward off anything. You know, and it matters which direction you put it. So if you do this, holler at me and I'll explain. Maybe I should just do a video on that, on all of the wonderful things you can do with the cinnamon broom and the cinnamon essential oils. I have all kinds. I have cinnamon sticks this long. I got them this long, and I got them this long. I got every kind of oil. The cinnamon bark. I use it a lot. Okay, but I'm not burning it right now. So interesting. Okay, this is for the sun, moon, and rising, Taurus, Virgo, and Capricorn. Here we go. I'm holding the cards upside down. So you have the 9 of Wands, almost to completion, man. You have been going. You've been going hard. The next card is the 8 of Wands, and then you have the Fool card. Well, there's a lot of fire. There's a lot of passion. This is all fire energy right here. Something's being challenged, and it's going to come in fast. You're being challenged to move. Like this is asking you to move. It's asking you to go on adventures. This is Sagittarius energy right here. This is Aries energy. This is saying jump off the cliff. You may not be looking which way you're going, but you're going to have faith and trust. You have to have faith and trust. This 9 of Wands, it's almost like you're at the end of your rope. Yeah. See, that's how we are, though, at the end of our rope, at the end of a situation. It's kind of like new phases. You know, when a new phase is about to begin for you, it's tough because you get really stuck on what you want to do. Like, you know, yeah, I want to do this, I want to do that. And sometimes you need to just horn it in, you know, and sometimes it feels like you're a little scattered. I'm feeling like you feel a little scattered. But trust me when I say this is one of the fastest cards in the deck. This is also travel. This is leaving. This is going. This is like, I have been stuck here. I have been trying. It is not working. I got to go somewhere and I'm ready to jump. And you got to jump. Coming in from outside of you. There it is. That's the fucking stuck card right there. Okay. Look, I can't even make this up. See, this is I'm stuck, but it's only in your mind. Okay. These are air energies, intellect, thinking, communication. This right here says, no, you're not stuck. I promise you, you're not stuck. You just need to break yourself free and get out of the mental strain. It's like, I get this kind of like, oh, woe is me kind of energy. And the universe is challenging you to go. The universe is challenging you to move. And it may not be move like move out of town, but it may be, because this is moving out of town. This is traveling, getting in your car, getting on a train, getting on a plane, moving, going, jumping into the void, like right here. You know, she's leaning back and she's trusting what is it? The flower of life? Yeah. She's trusting in all that is, in the sacred geometry of her life and her existence. She's trusting that her spirit and her highest guides are going to get her there. She fucking knows it's going to happen. She's not going to fuck around. Okay. So why are you allowing yourself to be stuck? I mean, in torment, you know, all you got to do is cut all those cords of the mental torment and move and go. Down here, you got the 10 of Wands. Man, that is completion. That is completion. It's right underneath the 8 of Wands, too. Look at all these wands. You got all this fire energy. For you earth signs, I knew you guys were having to move, like having troubles moving like you wanted to go and do. You want to go and explore. This is completion. This is a hard battle. This is like a hard won effort. This is like my hero victory card at the very end of a very long, strenuous and passionate situation that you've been in. And it's coming to close. Yes, it is. It is coming to close. Good for you. Good for you. See, she's going downhill. She don't have a hard road anymore, you know? But you got to get out of you can't have the mental torment like you're stuck. I feel like, you know, this is a card that's coming in from outside of you. It could also be somebody else around you that like feels like they're mentally stuck and their woe is me and I can't get out and I can't do this, blah, blah, blah. But it also could be you on this occasion, because I really feel like some of you are feeling this way. And I felt like that before I even laid the cards down. Okay, let's see. Page of Pentacles. Page of Pentacles. Man, okay. The Page of Pentacles is the slowest page, and it's the youngest page, and it's a student, okay? So when you take this leap, when you go on this journey, when you decide to jump out of your own self-conflicting behaviors, okay? When you jump out and you realize, I should have done this a long time ago. What am I doing? Why was I doing what I was doing? You're going to feel like it's all brand new again. And a Page of Pentacles gives you tangible things you can touch, feel, taste, smell in the 3D. It's going to let you know, hey, here you go. Here's you some change. It's just a little bit, and you still got a long way to learn. This is a student. You still got to go from the page to the knight to the queen to the king before you get to the world for victory. But it's okay because you took the chance, and the universe is going to reward you with a little bit of help. On the bottom of the deck, there it is, soulmate union. So maybe you're moving towards a soulmate. Maybe this is who you're meant to be with. So this is Two of Cups. Love, companionship, soul recognition, and soul reunion. You've been with this person before. Why? Because you took a chance and it was fucking karmic. That's the Wheel of Fortune right there. You got the Wheel of Fortune. So here's the Two of Cups on the bottom of the deck right there. Okay. And then why? Why did you get that? Because it's karmic. Because the Wheel of Fortune showed up for you. It's fated. However the wheel turns, whether it's for you or against you, it happened. This already happened. The wheel already turned. And now it's turned you in the direction of your soulmate union. So you got to take the chance. You got to jump. You got to jump. You got to jump off the ledge. You don't know it. You may not have a lot of things. You may just have a little sack. You may not have a lot of money. You may not be able to get there, but you have to understand that you have to believe in yourself and have optimism and faith that you will get there if you just try, if you just jump. Yeah, you're at the end of a long, hard thing. And the only thing is that you or this other person that you're with, or it could be another group, but I don't really feel group. Maybe 10% of you. But this person feels stuck. And I think it's your energy that's going to instuck her, or him. I got a her. All right. Okay, so let's see what else we have got here from the Celestial deck. What does the Celestial Light Codes have to say for the Earth signs? Virgo, Taurus, Capricorn, Ishita Mukahan Nehi, Inukashita Monakai. You got recalibration, the Guardian Healing Shield, number 32. Okay, number 32, recalibration, the Guardian Healing Shield. All right, have a look at those codes. If you feel like that you need to be shielded, call on your guardians, call on the galactic emissaries, call on your highest self. Maybe you're trying to shield somebody else. Maybe you're trying to shield this soulmate. Maybe you're trying to, really help this person by shielding for them. But this is a recalibration phase for you. It's like I've been saying, oh, I get tingles all over my forehead right there. It's just like, and I'm getting on my face, light side. It's just like I've been saying to all of these, the astrology. It is very, very important right now that we all stay in faith and realize that we're in a mutation phase. We are in the chrysalis. That's just where we're at right now on a collective level. But the universe is asking you to move it forward and go ahead and do the jump. Make the jump. The challenge card says 8 of Wands, make the jump. This is travel. This is moving, getting in your car. This is even getting a new car if you need to. This is taking an airplane, taking a train. This is riding a bicycle. I don't care. You're moving. You're moving. And this is fast energy. Those are fast wands, and they can also be arrows of love for some of you. Not for all, but some of you, it's arrows of love. You've been looking. You've been waiting. You've been seeing this shit coming. We all know that you Virgos are psychic, and you're a little psycho too. But we love you. All right. Okay. Also, we're going to see what's going to heal the situation. How is this going to be healed? What's going to heal the situation? What's going to heal it? What's going to heal this situation? Home. Home. Number 35, home. Okay, so where is home? Do you feel lost in your space? But where is home? Earth signs. Where is home to you? I'm hearing they know. I don't have to say shit. You know where home is. And you know where you're supposed to go. Don't doubt yourself. Also, we will pull from the runes for you, calling on the Norse god Odin and the Norse god Freya. Norse god and goddess Odin and Freya in Nakai. Onokai shite. Yenakai hi shite nunana inakai. Randabashate rambashatai. Okay. So you have Algiz right there. Okay. Meaning the elk, protection, defense, shield, and guardian. Just recalibrating and reinforcing what's already been said here. You know what the guardian is, you know the shield that needs to be up, and you're doing it. Don't worry so much. I feel like there's all this anxiety about the situation. You need to believe and trust. And then also we have radio, meaning chariot, travel, and journey. Holy fuck. There it is, earth signs. There it is. You're about to be traveling somewhere. You got both of the travel, you got the travel card and you got the travel rune right there. Right there. Move it or lose it. I don't know where that came from, but you got to move it or lose it. And that's just the way it is. That's it. Ikishitemoy. Andaka shitemo. Lakahina shate. Randaka shitemunaha inakishite munakai. Inaka shite. Rambashai. Rambashe. Unaka hanaka shatamone. And finally, we will roll the dice, the Astro dice, for the earth signs, Capricorn, Virgo, and Pisces, Sun, Moon, and Rising. You have Pisces, Mars in the 5th house. All right, so you got Pisces, Mars in the 5th house. You are melted by this situation, but your ego gets in the way. This is what's going to light you up, your joy, your bliss, your vision. But you're getting blocked from that through the ego. Like literally there's something to do with you needing to clear out 20% of your ego. Like you've been doing the work, you've been, trying your best, but there's still something about I want, it's mine, I need, I have to have this that you don't need. And you know it. And you need to let it go. Because the 5th house, that's all about your heart and your courage and what lights you up. It's about children. It's about childhood memories. It's about remembering when it was a finer, more innocent, beautiful time. And it's also about stepping up on the stage and shining. The 5th house is ruled by Leo. And Mars is your passion, your aggression, your ego. Fuck your ego. You need to do what's best for your whole situation, for your purpose, for your plan of your life, earth signs. And Pisces is the dreamer, but it's also the illusions. And lay off the liquor. Yeah, I said it. You've been drinking too much and you know it. Slow down. Okay. Inoka shitemona. Thank you. To the earth signs, I love you. That was a powerful one. Thank you so much. Walk in the light and spread the sparkle, but don't drink a ton of alcohol. Let go of the drugs and the alcohol. I feel like somebody out there is needing to hear this. If you don't stop, it's going to get way worse next year. Way worse. Okay. That's not for everybody, but for some of you. Somebody is out there needing to hear that. Okay. Earth signs, thank you. I love you very much. Walk in the light, spread the sparkle. Walk in the light, spread the sparkle. Walk in the light, spread the sparkle. We're coding that in, coding it in. I feel like you are stuck. Some of you are like just stuck. And that's going to break free because you wouldn't get the 10 of Wands. That's going to break free. That's coming. That new beginning's coming, but it's going to take you taking a chance and getting out of your own way because you're the one that's blocking you from that soulmate union. It's like such a, when you're manifesting, it's such a fine little slither of an energy where you have to learn to bring in and call in what it is that you want and then let it go all at the same time. And you only got like this slither of a little space to do that in. You know what I'm saying? Like it's not easy. But you jumping and taking a chance will get you there. Heck yeah, you're here. Awesome. Pisces is a water sign. All right. It looks like everybody's in agreement. We're on fire. I love it. I love it. I'm so grateful that you're all here on the live. Please don't forget to make sure and like and subscribe if you haven't, and minimize and just hit that like button right now in between and make sure to do that now. And then when I'm done, come back and make sure that you have totally commented because you want to get in on this drawing. You want in on the drawing. You want in on the drawing? Everybody on TikTok, please come on over. You can come over to Chanda Sparkles Astrology on my YouTube and you just hit, like and subscribe, and then you comment, and then you're in for it's $111 gift certificate for Sandra McEllis. And then we also have this book and this stone that I'm giving away. That's a nice thick book, brand new book. I got one for me and I got one for y'all. The Llewellyn Sabbaths Almanac. And then I got this nice big size Aragonite because it's the dragon. I felt dragons coming in for Sagittarius season. And this is like a dragon energy. So there you go. Okay. Pardon me. Okay. Fire signs, Sagittarius, happy solar return and happy all kinds of returns. There's like 4 planets in your sign right now. How does that feel, Sagittarius? Also, Aries and Leo, Sun, Moon, and Rising. This is for you guys. This one's for you. Okay, and I'm going to use the Christmas cards for you. These beautiful, it's called Pic de Soleil Christmas cards that I ordered for myself, and I'm going to use those for you guys. And I feel like tonight for you guys, let's go ahead and just do a little Koshi chime clearing. And I've grabbed, which one is this? This one is Fall, Twilight. And this one, what's this one? This one's Winter, Fall and Winter. Okay, here we go. Every time I play these chimes, it's calling in fairies, the elementals, the mermaids, the gnomes, all of the invisible littles. They come in and they really love to assist with your reading. So thank you, fire signs, for allowing them to come in and assist with your reading today. And they're sprinkling fairy dust across the board. There you go. Anat kiril ura rashid kuruhai. Aurura kirishiru kiril uru rashid Una ki nashita mudakai. Inakashitaru bakarira. Ramba shitakumuna ha renda shikatura ma ramba shikatura na inakishitamoy. Inoshitamoy. Ona shitamoy kane shitamoy kane. They're still playing the chimes. It's great. Excuse me. We're bringing in the turtle medicine. Oh. Getting a lot of pressure to the head. Oh, man. Feeling a little dizzy. Feeling like I need to sway a little. It's a lot of energy, you guys. Whoever this is, I'm feeling you big time. And my feet are rocking back and forth too. The crown is expanding. Open, 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 open. Seeing a black cat. Black cat in the forest. When you see a black cat in the forest, you'll have your answer. I feel like I want to cry. My heart hurts a little bit. Lots of grief here. But there's an Ace of Cups. There is an offer of love. There is an offer of love for you right there. It's a beginning. It's a spark. It's just starting. It's a new beginning. And it's full of compassion. And I'm going to keep these. I'm keeping these turtles for the TikTok. I've got turtles on the board. If you want to see everything on the board, you can come over to YouTube, Chanda Sparkles Astrology. Okay. Ace of Cups to kick off the beautiful, passionate, driven fire signs that give their all. You guys really give your all. Followed by the Five of Cups. There it is. The challenge is to walk away. This is the grieving card. Followed by the Seven of Wands. Okay. Let me keep going. Yeah. You're facing great loss. You have so much love in your heart for somebody, and there is a great loss here. But what you need to remember is that even though that there's a great loss, oh, and I'm getting lots of tingles on my light side on this right here. Even though there's a great loss, there is so much love that's being held here for you. There's a Two of Cups. I think we had Two of Cups come out on the last read as well, on the Earth sign read. So if you have an Earth sign, Sun, Moon, or Rising, you want to go back and watch that Earth sign read. So you have the Ace of Cups, and then you have the Two of Cups right beneath it. Okay? So this tells me, even though you're sad, even though you feel lost, and you have grieving heart, like you really have pain. And then there's the symbology of the black cat, and then me feeling like I needed to sway and move my body. I felt dizzy. And really expand your crown. Like I'm getting all kinds of head pressure right here. Lots of tingles. There is someone there that's there for you. And also remember that for those of you that are alone, that Two of Cups, that soulmate union is across the veil. And this is why they wanted me to expand my ground so much. Thank you. Thank you so much. Because you need to call on that person. And there's the other card. The devil. The devil is there. So we have the devil right beneath the Five of Cups. Very painful. This has been harsh. There's been some really harsh shit that went down. And the Hermit. And yeah, you've all been very within, which is very out of your character, isn't it? Very out of your character. And then on the bottom, you have the Hangman. I know I'm just kind of giving it to you all here. Okay. All right. Let's see here. So there was a great loss. There's a cup. There's a cup of love. There's an offer of love. But this Seven of Wands in your present position, I want you to really have a look at the Seven of Wands up close. Okay. There's 4 wands on one side and there's 3 wands on the other. There's an imbalance here. All right. You're almost to the point where you can take that leap and you can go on that adventure, or you can take that trip, or you can go to that place that you've been wanting to go. But it's going to take a little more patience on your part. And I feel a battle. There's a battle that has gone on that has gotten you here. The battle, why is the battle there? Yeah, the Eight of Swords. That's the Eight of Swords also came out on the Earth sign read. So you have felt like you're stuck mentally, but it's a mental thing. It's from your mental body. It has nothing to do with who you are. It has nothing to do with your heart and your passion and your drive. This is all mental, okay? And you have to work here. You have to do clearings here. Okay, so they're telling us salt baths, salt in your room. We want you to put salt in every corner of the room that you sleep in with a glass of water. So a glass of water, sprinkle a little salt, and then put a little salt like here. So like we keep these little jars. You can get them on Amazon, and we make this is a lavender salt. So just a lavender salt, and you just sprinkle a little bit in those cups each day. And when you're doing that, you're setting your intention for what it is that you want to clear out so that you can open up your mind, you can speak again, you can step forward in that vibrancy and that passion that you are. Okay. The Two of Cups is coming in from outside of you, meaning there's a soulmate union. For those of you that it's in person, who is that person for you? You know it right now. Okay. And those of you that don't have a person, it's going to be that person across the veil who is your guide, who has been saying, hey, fire signs, are you listening? I've been trying to reach out to you. You need to listen. Slow down. Step back. Take a moment. Walk in nature. The Devil card is beneath the Five of Cups. So I want you to both have a little look at both of these. Okay, so here you go. Have a look up close. The thing is about the Five of Cups and the Devil being on top of each other, okay? So first of all, he's walking away and he is bound, okay? Maybe I had those switched. But you get what I'm saying here. You have been bound by yourself. You're doing this to yourself mentally. There is no dark entity. The devil, by the way, has shit all to do with religion, okay? Understand this on TikTok, okay? This has nothing to do with religion. This has to do with being bound. You know, it feels like you're stuck, like you're being held down by these entities. Like the shadow just keeps taking you over and you fucking hate it. Like I get this anger, like I can't stand myself right now. And you got to really watch out for not playing the victim. There, you know, leaving a situation, grieving through a situation, realizing that there's an imbalance and that you must have patience, and then the Hermit. So the Hermit is this could be Virgo energy, by the way. And the Devil, by the way, is Capricorn energy, and then that 5 of Cups is Scorpio energy. Okay? So this Devil card, just have a nice good close look. I'm sorry, the Hermit card. My bad. The Hermit card, this is about working diligently on your inner world. You know, you have been doing this. You have that down. You've got to go and find the light that's within you in a dark place. There cannot be light without dark. We live in a dualistic reality. On the bottom of the deck, you have the Hangman. Okay? The Hangman purposely hangs himself upside down so that he can see things in a different way, in a different perspective. All right? Why? Why? Because in the past, you had yourself mentally stuck. You were mentally bound. But the Hangman says, it's okay. It's okay to be there right now. Don't judge it. No judgment. Don't judge yourself. Don't do it. Let it go. Let it flow. Walk away and allow the grieving process to heal everything that's hurt inside. Okay. Now, let's call on the celestials and see what the celestials have to say with their sacred geometry. Inokai, Inokai. There went an orb. I feel like you need to go to a circus or to a fun house and play. Maybe you need to go to a amusement park. Maybe you need to go to an actual park. Maybe you need to call in on the fairies. Call in on the elementals and let them sprinkle you with beautiful pixie dust. Love, trust, and pixie dust. Lighten the load, my darling fire signs. That's it. Upgrades. Yeah. You've definitely had some light body upgrades, have you not? The light body has been upgrading through the entire process, and we don't have to tell you this because you already know it. And if you don't, you do now. The light body in its full spectrum is who you are. You are not the flesh suit. This is who you are. Okay? You're not the flesh suit. You're a badass light warrior. Stop getting so stuck in this 3D reality, this hard, dense reality, and remember who you are. Remember the greatness of who you are at a soul level. Also, let's see what's going to heal the situation. What do the heal yourself cards have to say to the beautiful fire signs, sun, moon, and rising? What do the heal your? What do you have? We're smelling sunflowers. Like we're okay. We smell colors, so we're smelling the color yellow, and then we got sunflowers on the beach, like sunflowers that we see here on the beach all the time. Sunflowers, beach. Maybe you need to take a trip to the beach. Fire signs. Wild. Look at that. You could not have gotten a better card for you guys. Look at this. Wild. And the number is 1-5. That's a 6. It's time to shine through your wild heart, fire signs. Okay? Wild adventures, passions, drives. You've got to get back to where you are. The wild-hearted, fucking amazing person that you are. Remember that. That light body is where you start. You've been a hermit long enough, and you're going to get wild, and that's going to heal you. Do something out of the ordinary. Do something that's going to make you go, oh my gosh, I can't believe I did that. That's it. That's what you got to do. You got to do it. You do. I'm basing it in there. It's happening. And we're bringing the turtles in too. We got the turtles here. We got everything here to hold that vision of that wild heart that you are. And now we will draw from the runes, calling in the ancients, God and Goddess Odin and Freya for you fire signs. The God and Goddess Freya for you fire sign, calling in from the runes. Una kadeshite randarate rambashate rambashata. And you got Gibbo, meaning exchange, giving, receiving, balance, and a surprise. I feel like that is for sure. Like there's a surprise coming. At the end of all of this grieving, at the end of all this sadness, there is a big surprise coming, and you're not going to see it coming, but you're going to be super thrilled that it does come. Okay? You are. And we've got, what is this one? Oh, Kenaz, meaning your torch, your vision, enlightenment, your light body, the clear seeing. I can see clearly now, rain is gone. That song, whatever that song is, I want you to go listen to it. I literally want you to go pick up that song and have a look, because the ancient gods' ruins, this is it right here. It's telling you, Kenaz, meaning this is your torch. What is your vision? How are you moving forward with your vision in your wild heart, fire signs? And finally, for the fire signs, I will roll the Astro dice. Rolling the Astro dice. Give them a little blow and see what the universe says in closing. Oh, wow. You got Leo. Oh, excuse me. That's not Leo. You got Sagittarius. Wow, for Sagittarius season, you got Sagittarius, and you got, is this North Node or South Node? This is the North Node. You got the North Node, and you got the 11. All right. You have got to be more open, more jovial. You've got to expand your fire, okay? That is the collective draw. What is the collective drawing you? And the 11th house is all about being of service to others. It's the collective, it's the tribe. Move towards a tribe, a group, you know, break out. I think that you were the one that I was saying, I feel like you need to go and do something. Maybe that was the earth signs, but you need to kind of break out and go and do something that you haven't done. You need to really do something. You got to spice it up. Um, and it's going to have to do with a group or some kind of group situation that you're going to give yourself to. Okay. Your North Node is your North Star. It is saying, that's the universe saying, this is fated. This is karmic. Move this way. Okay, fire signs? Thank you so very much. I appreciate you. And remember, 11 is also a master number. So that's a pretty good one. That's the 11th house as a master house. Because once you get to Aquarius, which that's the Aquarius house, is 11th house, you only have the 12th left. And the 12th is pure consciousness, pure God source, you know? So really, it's kind of like your last hoo-yah on the evolution of the soul, according to the astrological evolution of the zodiac. You know, okay, shit them or not. Okay, thank you. Whew, okay, you're welcome. You're welcome so much. Yes, yes, yes. Is there a frequency? I don't know. I don't think so. Not on the light body. There's not. They don't all have frequency code on them. This just says upgrades to your light body spectra. So, but no, good question though. Thank you, Robin. Okay, perfect, guys. That was a really powerful and positive read. Remember, it's okay to hang back. It's okay to be the hermit for a while, but not forever. It's time for you to open up your wild heart and go do some adventure. But you've been upgrading, that's for sure. Out of all those cards, that's the one you got. So trust it. And you already kind of knew this. I had a feeling. One last time, I'd like for you to see that. Okay. That's what's going on with all, that's how we transform. That's how we transmute. A lot of the time, it's through trauma, grief, harsh interactions. You know what I'm saying? So, okay. Let's keep it moving. Let's keep it moving. Oh my goodness, where are we at now? Let's see. We've done water. We've done fire. Let's see what else what else have we got to do? Hey there, Mike. Micah. Hi there. Thanks for joining us. Remember, if you guys on TikTok want to see everything on the screen, like I have a split screen, you can see everything on the board, everything that's going on. Please come over to Chanda Sparkles Astrology on YouTube. And you guys on Facebook, if there's not that many people in the chat on Facebook, because sometimes I just seem to get more people on YouTube, you can always come over to the YouTube if you want to be involved more in the chat or just hang out. We appreciate that you're here. Okay. Amy says air. Thank you. Thank you to the moderators. Thank you so much. Let's go ahead and get that air going. Air signs. Air signs. Sun, moon, and rising air signs. And you, my friends, are going to get it's a little bit smaller of a deck, but it is a powerful one. And we're going to put that turtle right on there and let the other one set up here on this stone. And let it kind of just be for a minute. And take a nice deep cleansing breath and let the air energy. And I feel like I feel like you guys are kind of like out of this world, like you've been out of your own orbit. And I feel like I want to do the Koshi chimes with you just to clear. Okay, take a nice deep cleansing breath. Air signs: Aquarius, Gemini, and Libra. Moon and rising. Starting out very gentle with you. Ina ishata rambashate rambashata rambashate rambashata ina itu anaki anaka ushiki anaki anaka clearing rikipashate ai shutdown kinaka ina ina Shanda ku kasha tina randa mimba rumbaka shate mukana ashata ina ramba take na inu nakasa ina na clearing, 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 clearing. Calling your ancestors, air signs, calling in your ancestors, call them in with me. Calling in your highest self. You air signs are funny. Funny, funny highest selves. Very funny. Yes, yes, yes. Very good. Okay, let's go. Let's go with this. I do feel like I need to zoom this one in a little bit more just because these are smaller cards. There we go. All right. If you are surrounded by snow, uh-oh, looks like we got one upside down here. Oh my. I'm not going to take that because it wasn't supposed to be that way. I'm going to double check these cards. I know I check these cards because I clear and smudge and check every one of them. If it comes out again, we'll know that it's meant to be. But if you guys are surrounded by snow, snow has such a way of cleansing and clearing your field. If you'll pull in your highest self and your guides and just feel the chill come through the biofield, it's almost like you want to envision 360 degrees around your entire body. You want to just envision that field being light as a snowflake, okay? And then it just gets filled like a blizzard, like lots of snow, you know, and it just cleanses and clears your entire field. And you can do this all in your mind's eye, okay? If it's happening at work, just step out and take a break and do it. Okay, I've got the King of Wands. King of Wands here, or the King of Rods is what they call it. I'm not taking it. I don't know why these are upside down. Stop it. Queen of Cups and the Temperance. That's the second time we've had the Temperance card come out. Five of Rods. Uh-oh. See, I was kind of feeling like you were having issues. King of Swords again, and there you are. That is your card right there, air signs. Aquarius, Gemini, and Libra, Sun, Moon, and Rising. Let's go ahead and get this last card, and we'll have a full understanding about this read. Oh my gosh, why is this upside down? I'm holding it upside down. Okay. Ten of Swords. The Nine of Swords was the one that I saw that popped, and I didn't take it. And you got a bonus card. Ace of Cups. Okay. I feel like there's going to be a breakup, or there has been a breakup for you all, and there's been somebody who's seriously disappointed you. And it doesn't, it doesn't necessarily mean that it is a breakup of a love relationship for you air signs, but it is something that you have to release. And maybe it was like a past relationship or a past tie, some kind of past cord attached. Remember, always dissolve your cords with love. No cutting of the cords, they'll just tie back. Dissolve with love. Whoever it is that you're releasing, send so much love. Like, you got to really feel it. Like, the way I do it is I imagine what I love. And what that is I look at my grandchildren's face. I just imagine my grandchild's face, and I remember the last thing that she said to me when I got to talk to her. And I remember her sweet voice. And I feel that feeling of joy and love, which is like finding the smile in your heart. And then I take all of that joy and that compassion and love, and I send it to that individual or to that situation. And that's what you need to do with this. But you're disappointed and you're still holding on. And it feels like, to me, it's been really tough, and it's like hard to witness. It's hard to watch. It's hard to deal with, because it keeps coming up. Something keeps coming up for you, right? I really appreciate it. Thank you, TikTok. Temperance. So I just want you to have a little look here for those that are on TikTok. This is your challenge position. This is the Queen of Cups. It's followed by the King of Rods. So you have got the fire signs and the water signs, but you've got a couple here. And it's almost like somebody has turned their back to you. There's somebody that's not, and you're still kind of like, oh, I really wanted that. But I know it's not for me. You're very clear on that, aren't you, air signs? And that's good. That's good. But there's still this there's this feeling of like longing, needing, wishing, feeling melancholy and looking at the past, you know. And your challenge here is to feel. And it's okay to feel. It's okay. Sometimes you air signs have a hard time slowing down and just feeling. Just let the energy of the emotion do the work. Because if you do it from the heart, then they're going to know it. Okay. They're going to know it. And whether or not I don't feel like this is someone that you're going to go back to. I just feel like that this is something that's been bothering you. But Temperance is here, and this is a Sagittarius. This is a jovial, happy, balanced individual. This is someone who can alchemize fire and water. You see how they pour the cup of fire into the water and they alchemize it and they create balance and patience and poise and they give you optimism. But you are challenged with fuckery. There are 2 kings on this board and 1 queen. All right. And then you have the 5 of rods coming in from outside of you. This is fights. This is petty bullshit. It's not necessary. This is fighting that is not necessary. Followed by the King of Swords. And it's almost like somebody's going to die here. Like somebody's going to be dead on the floor. Somebody's be done. But the nice thing about the 10 of Swords is it is done. It is finished. You cannot go back there. This situation is over. And if it hasn't come to that, it will. Because you don't get the 10 of Swords with the king. So like this is how it's laid out for you on TikTok. He's looking the other way. You see? He's moving on. He, she. Don't get caught up on the gender. I can't hardly think. At the very end of all of this, there is a genuine offer of love. There's a genuine person or a genuine situation or something that's really like I feel this loving alignment. Like it's easy, it's effortless, but it's just in its beginning stages. It just started. You know, it's just, you're just stepping into this situation or this romantic relationship, or I don't even know if it's romance, whatever it is. But what was is no longer. And yes, it's okay to feel. What's on the bottom of the deck? Oh shit. So you got the heartbreak card. That is the most hurtful card in the deck. This is like my heart is crushed forever and it really, really fucked me up. Why? 4 of Swords. You waited around too long. You didn't jump and leap like you should have. You were more concerned with your own rest and your own stuff. So therefore, it didn't work out. And I really kind of get that this individual or this group that you dissolved this with didn't appreciate you as much as you appreciated them. Like it was not reciprocal. It wasn't in balance. And this is why your heart is so broken. Now, I want to remind you that the heartbreak card is a mental card. We feel heartbreak as though it's like the end of the world. I mean, it's like your best friend dies or, you know, something major, major, major with this card. You feel that, but you get wrapped up in the mental loops of what it is rather than appreciating what it was and being able to step forward in your full heart, in your full emotions, and begin the healing process, which takes a while, especially if you're grieving. But the fighting that's going on and the petty crap that's outside of you, you got to leave that alone. You got to stay away from that. Whatever and whoever has been fighting, that needs to end because it could very well end with someone dead on the floor, literally. So let it go. Let it flow. Be in patience and in temperance. Okay? The temperance card. All right, let's see what's going to heal this situation for you air signs. Libra, Aquarius, and Gemini. Libra, Aquarius, and Gemini. What's going to heal this? What's going to heal this? Libra, Aquarius, and Gemini. Getting a lot of pressure on my light side, and I'm getting tones in this shadow side. They're coming at me from all directions with this. Procrastination. Yeah, that was that whole Four of Swords that I saw in the past that happened before the heartbreak came in. What's under there? Nine of Rods. Yeah, you worked really hard. You tried really hard. You went a long ways with this, didn't you? You know, the procrastination. There's the black cat. There's the black cat. Right there. There's a black cat. Okay, hold on so that TikTok can see. So you waited too long and you're beating yourself up over it. It's okay to feel that way for a little while. You want to have a pity party? Okay. You have a pity party. You have a pity party and look good do shit there, boy. It makes no matter. We have no judgment on that. Stop being as though you can't open up to something completely new and completely different. Okay? We would really like you to step into yourself and realize if you keep doing the same thing that you've always done, you'll get what you've always gotten, right? Didn't they did this shit there, right? Yes, thank you. Yes, yes, yes. Also, we'll find out what the celestial codes are for you. Air signs, Aquarius, Gemini, Libra. What celestial codes coming through? What are the celestial codes? What's the sacred geometry? What are the celestial codes coming for you, my dear air signs? Beetlejuice. Do not even know what that's about. Okay. Transmutation. Cellular intelligence. Transmutation, cellular intelligence, and this is the number 39. I got to look at this one a little closer. So, reminding yourself that you transmute the energy just by being who you are. Air signs, unlike any of the other zodiac signs, you transmute the energy just by being who you are because of the biofield of which you rule and preside over, you know? Like, see, have a look at her. She's got her biofield outside of her. You see it? And then back in the back there's one of her highest selves. Okay? It's her light body right there. She's surrounded by crystals. And here's the thing. Get you one of these crystals. Get you a nice Lemurian crystal, a good sized one, and take it. And we want you to, right here, activate the third eye, activate the throat, the heart, solar, sacral, root. You can just do it. These are so powerful, these Lemurian crystals. We have Lemurian light bars, silk bars that we use. Here we go. We make them. Yes, I know. I need to get my ass moving on that. See? Okay. Transmute it. You have cellular intelligence. Your cells are listening. Your highest self is listening. Stop fucking around. Stop looking to the past. Stop thinking about that person. Okay, I don't care if it was your twin flame. It's over, right? Is it not? So, it's time to move forward and be the new air sign that you are. Okay? All right. Finally, we will call upon the god and the goddess Owen and Freya. Owen and Freya. Let's go. Come on. What do we have for the air signs? Right there. Oh, that one fell out. Okay. So you have Iwas. You have Iwas, meaning the horse, progression, teamwork, and change. Change is a coming, and it happens to be with somebody else because you've got the Ace of Cups here. So for you on TikTok, that is your rune, Iwas. And then we also have, oh, one of my favorites. Algaes, meaning the elk medicine, is very protective. It's a guardian. It's a shield. Defense. Okay. Algaes. Algaes. You're shielded. You're guarded. You don't have to worry. Let them fucking implode around you. Back up. If they're fighting, if someone's fighting around you, I want you to really back up because this thing could get really escalated. This is serious. Also, to close, I'm going to roll the astrological dice to give you one last message, air signs. Eno shatai neki, eno shete monai. Randa kashete monai. Randa kashete, areteko undakai inda shichichichichichichi. So you have Libra and you have Jupiter and you have the first house. This is all about you in the relationship to the mirror, okay? How you relate to others is what you're relating to yourself. Whatever is showing up in your face is something that's for you, okay? The person that you're speaking with, the person that you're missing, is giving you signs and signals, huge, big ones. It's all deep within. It's the first house. It's everything to do with just you. It's never about what it's about, and it's never about who it's about. Yeah? Okay. Right here. Right here. Doesn't shift out there until it shifts in here. Doesn't shift out there until it shifts in here. We are holding you, and we love you, and we thank you, air signs. You'll be okay. But back up. All right. Thank you so very much. This has been wonderful. I love you, air signs, sun, moon, and rising, Aquarius, Gemini, and Libra. It's time to wrap this thing up. Now, remember, hey, you're so very welcome. I see all of you in the chat over here. You are awesome. Awesome, awesome. Okay. Makes me think. Okay, Sandy says, makes me think of loss, the grief. My dad will be having another surgery, but this time on his right knee, and 73 years old. Ooh, okay. Sending so much love to you on that. Yeah, yeah. Oh, hey, Juliet. It's okay. I want you to go back and watch on the YouTube replay. Everybody on the Facebook, please go over to the YouTube right now and hit like and subscribe if you haven't subscribed, and hit the like button for me and go ahead and comment because you want to get in on this drawing. We've got Sandra McEllis. I'm not sorry, Sandra. I keep saying Sandra. I need to give her a call. I think that she needs to come do a little live with me. We've got Sandra Isis, psychic medium, holy fire, Reiki, Karuna master, tarot reader, psychic. She does seances. She does so much. All of her stuff is listed below in this video. You got a gift certificate here that you're going to win something. And I've got a book I'm giving to you on the Sabbath, a Llewellyn book. It's a good one. So you guys make sure you have to comment on this video after it goes live. If you're commenting now in the video, that does not count. It doesn't count. You have to come back to the YouTube to win for Sagittarius season. We're going to do that giveaway next week. I'm so fucking excited for you guys. I'm so excited because this is a really good package and she's really unique. She's really an amazing lady. All of her stuff, her link tree and all her links, everything is right there below. And if you got anything out of this today, if you learned anything, if you were touched, if you want to give me a cup of coffee. All of my information is also below. We're also looking for moderators. We want you to join the Sparkle Chat tribe. Come on over and be a moderator with us, and you'll be in our little group. It's just our own little private group, and you assist and support me, and I appreciate it. Remember, I am not monetized because I'm not. I just, I'd rather you just give me a PayPal or give me a Venmo or a Cash App. It's all below. All right, guys, have a great week. Remember, we're switching up the narrative this week. It is going to shift. You just got to get through the weekend and then get through Monday. And then next week, it's going to feel a little bit lighter. It's going to be a little bit easier. But remember to hold back. Don't jump quite yet. And tomorrow morning, avoid everything. All right. I love you. Walk in the light and spread the sparkle. Talk to you soon, TikTok. Thank you so much. I love you guys. I love you too.